What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Dude Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. You know, I was on a particular gossip site in the continent when I came across this particular story. And you had a lady that was in South Africa who was pregnant with a black child. I believe she was living in Johannesburg, when she came across a white missionary. I don't know if the guy was, he's with the Church of Latter-day Saints, so he's a Mormon. So I don't know if the guy was there in his tenure, because they have like a 2-year sabbatical that they do. But somehow they end up hooking up, okay? But this white guy ends up falling in love, okay? And he was, they were talking to, or only dating for 4 days. On the 5th day, he asked her to marry him. They have now been married for 5 years. And we will give him a round of applause, right? We're not a hater, okay? And, you can see this. We'll blur out, the name here. And you can see a little bit of the video in the back there. But if you can think about what they had to say, basically she ended up getting American citizenship. They have a home now, and she now has a baby. If you see here in this photo, this is the original child, this is the new child, and that's them, right? And if you can go to, let's say, and we'll try to blur this this video. Basically, this is a video of her child where she's saying, "Date music, blank is the most spiritual kid I've ever known. He is constantly thinking about God and Jesus Christ. You can't eat food without him reminding you to bless the food. So the other day before he went to school, we recorded a video of him sending a message to his father and then if you look at what she says below, okay, and this was important. She says, "This kid knew my intentions while he was still inside my womb." All right. So basically what this means to me is, I thought maybe this kid was adopted possibly or something like that. No, this white guy knew that she was pregnant by another black man, moved her from South Africa to Utah. All right. And they've been on TV shows in South Africa, things like that. But I want to talk about not necessarily them, but see, there is the hope that many swirlers have when they hear situations like this. Okay? Like, Alan Roger Curry has a book called The Possibility of Sex and the Possibility of Brad. Right? The whole idea that, you meet a nice white man that will take you in, the black child in, build you a home, his family will accept you and take you into a whole new world and then give you, babies that are mulatto. But the reality is quite different than what we're seeing today, because a lot of people are hoping for a prayer. Just like YouTube. There are many YouTubers that want a channel with 50,000 subscribers, that want to make a lot of money. There are people that want to, reach the status of PewDiePie. Hell, Kevin Samuels. Hell, even me. Stop the show. You'll never be as good as me on this. But the reality is quite different from what you want. And there is not enough market for top producers in anything. Okay? But this is what the ladies who are looking to swirl are looking to do. Instead of wanting to work with their own people, they're praying for this hope that a white man will come into Africa, white man will come to the black community save me from myself. All right? Take the child that I had with somebody else, raise him, put us in a new house that I have no money to pay for, and give us the best quality of life. And you know, I want to talk about that, because then you see the deliriousness, or how delirious and dumbfounded, you know, a lot of people are in the community that we live in, expecting something for nothing and using the outlier instead of what is normality. You know, what we're looking for, what is an anomaly, and betting on the anomaly to be the rule instead of dealing with the rule is instead of the anomaly. Now, see, if Kevin Samuels had a show that talked about this as an anomaly, he would even have more money. Right? Derek Jackson does this. So many guys, the black church does this. But see, what we see statistically is that 99% of the time, you're going to be by yourself. And see, forget black men in the ordeal. A lot of white guys, figure white guys. White guys typically will not do this. Black guys are starting not to want to do this as much. Now, some of them still do, and we know that. But the situation is, why put yourself in the situation where you need a deal? Like, why have the child? Look for somebody else to take care of it, then want to level up and be accepted by a family that you can't really contribute to. Why? But this is what people expect. And today's generation has it the worst. Expecting something for nothing. Most of you guys out here who are about, and the thing about it is this, the younger generation has it bad, but guys that are going into, late 30s, early 40s, we understand from the old school, and now we're typically in the old school now. Life doesn't work where you get something for nothing. And it seems like a lot of women, especially in the black community, they haven't understood that. Most guys that have something to lose are not, and this is an anomaly, I don't have any problem with her, she seems like a nice lady, and the guy, the kid's not at fault. But most guys, and most guys who have families that care about them, are going to tell their sons, don't you dare get into a situation like this. Okay? Don't do it. It's not worth it. There's nothing that this person can offer you. She can't bring anything to our family. You're going to bring us shame. Don't do it. You can do better with somebody that doesn't have any kids already. And for that matter, if it's a person that's living overseas and you're not overseas, then you can do better with somebody that's already in our own communities. Don't do it. Okay? See, that's the situation. But then when we don't want to talk about that, then people get mad. But that's just the reality of the situation. And I'm telling you guys that if you are stupid enough to go and invest your time and effort into taking care of, I know this is like a beating a dead drum, someone who already has children by somebody else, a person whose their father didn't marry them, okay? She had a baby by a guy, he didn't marry her. Why is it your responsibility to give her what somebody else did not give? Doesn't make her a bad person. Does it not make her a good wife? It's not talking about anything. It's why are you obligated to step up to the plate that someone else that she had a baby by didn't want to step to the plate? That's stupid. when you have the opportunity to go to someone that doesn't have that baggage, and I'm talking about baggage, not the child, but with the relationship with a baby father that is not in the child's life, or a baby father that she's not with. That is a situation that you always have to deal with in a relationship. Why deal with that? You don't have to deal with that. You're better than that. So then don't deal with it. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to hear a love story where you don't benefit. Everybody wants to hear a love story, ladies especially, where women get everything and men get nothing. It's the best love story on planet Earth. The best love story is for you to simp, give everything to somebody who they should have got it from someone else, and you're taking care of everything for them. That's the greatest love story in the world. And every woman wants to find a sucker like that. Like, where are they giving these suckers out? Where I can bring my situation over to them and they take care of it because I can't handle it on my own. Every woman would love to meet a guy like that. And of course not respect you, but because you would be dumb. All right? Guys need to have more respect for themselves, like, unlike people like this. I'm talking about the guy here. Like, bro, you're a young guy. Why do this to yourself? Then, if she wants to leave you, now you've made a person a naturalized citizen of your country that now can get half of what you want. Possibly because you've been in that child's life. The dad calls you. Okay, listen to this. The boy calls the black young man, calls the white guy father. So now you can be here for child support for a kid you don't even take care of. That's where we are at right now, fellas. So guys, it's been real. It's your boy, Toast Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out. Don't forget the black men are t-shirts. Don't forget the Patreon. Peace.